Friends?
Good evening.
Okay, so how are you today?
I'm fine. We're fine.
Okay, so can you please introduce yourself, Mona?
Me first.
Yes.
I'm Trisha Navia, and my nickname is I just call me Tisay.
Okay, Tisay.
This is Joy Pasqua, for short Joy Joy.
Okay, so nice to meet you girls.
Yeah, thank you, ma.
Okay, so good evening. So are you now ready to our topic and discussion?
Yes, we're ready, ma'am.
Okay, so now you're going to know about the types of figure speech. So first, I want you to know the types of figure of speech. So first, can you read?
Simile.
Okay. Second,
Metaphor.
very good.
Icon. Personification.
Okay, very good, Joy Joy. Tisay?
Apostrophe.
Very good, Tisay.
Hyperbole.
Good.
Synecdoche.
Synecdoche. Can you please read?
Synecdoche.
Okay, very good.
Okay.
Next,
Assonance.
assonance. Last,
Alliteration.
okay, very good. Okay, so please can you read the definition of the simile?
Ma'am, is teacher.
Read please.
Simile is a comparison between two objects using the words like and synonym.
Okay, so the simile is the comparison of a two object. Okay, so the word used is like and okay, so very good. So I have here an example. So can you please read?
My dog is like a tornado.
Okay, so the dog is compared to
Tornado.
okay, so very good. So the simile gives a better pictures of the dog and adds some color to the descriptions. Okay, so the word used is
Like.
okay, very good, Tisay.
Then is a comparison between two objects without using the word instead of that. About. Metaphor is usually sold as one object in another object.
Okay, so metaphor is the same with simile. It is comparison also, but without using word like and as. So, in metaphor, you cannot use like and as word. Where a simile compares two items, in metaphor, it is directly equates them. And that's not use like or as. That's a simile. Okay, so I have here an example. Can you please read Tisay?
I can read.
Okay, the two of you girls, can you read?
But personification. Form with the author or speaker that gives human characteristics to non-human objects.
Okay, so in personification, where human qualities are given to animals, objects, or ideas. So, can you please read the example of personification?
The tree scream in the raging wind.
Okay, so can trees actually scream?
No.
Okay, so because it is the human tree. Tisay?
Teacher?
Can trees actually scream?
No.
Okay, so because it is the human trait. So the use of personification here give us a better description of the sound trees make in a strong wind. About the third types of figure speech. So now, in the fourth types of figure speech, can you read?
Hyperbole is a figure of exaggeration is used of emphasize or effect. An extravagant statement.
Okay, so in hyperbole is exaggeration. It may be used to evoke strong feelings or to create a strong expression, but it's not meant to be taken literally. So I have here an example. So, can you read first?
I'm so hungry. I could kill him.
Okay, so not really literally the meaning. So you cannot kill if you are hungry, right? Okay, so now the alliteration. Alliteration is the repetition of an initial consonant sound in successive words, as in a pick, a pickle, peppers. So that is the examples. So in alliteration, it is the repeated sound of consonant letters. So it is a stylistic device in which a number of words having the same consonant sound occur close to together in a series. Okay, so in alliteration, it is repeated in the consonant. So, do you know what is the consonant?
Yes.
Okay, so the consonant letters are the P. So, the P. Okay, so I have here an example also. So, can you please read?
Peter Piper pick up and wait. Peter Piper pick a paper.
Okay, so that's an example of alliteration. So, what is the repetition of words?
Okay.
Pay. So, the repetition sound is P. Okay. So, please read beside the second example. Okay, so what is the repetition of words, Tisai? Okay, so the repetition sound is S. Okay, so the second last of types of figure speech is assonance. So can you please read, the two of you? Tisai? Okay, so please read, Tisai.
Assonance is the repetition of the identical or similar vowel sounds in neighboring words, as in fish and chips and bad man.
Okay, so in alliteration, it's a repetition of vowel sounds to create an internal rhyming within phrases or sentences. So in assonance is the repetition of vowel. So do you know what is vowel? Joy, I will teach you if you understand my discussion. Okay, so can you enumerate the types of figure speech?
Word is accurately. Second is alliteration, assonance, hyperbole, metaphor, simile, synecdoche, and apostrophe and simplification.
Okay, very good. Joy. Clap your hands, Joy. Okay, very good. So now, can you define the simile?
Simile is a comparison between two objects, like
Next is metaphor. Okay, can you give the description of metaphor?
metaphor is a comparison between two objects between using the word listed above. Metaphor is usually stated as one object to another object.
Okay, so very good. How about the personification?
Personification, or the author speaker gives human characteristics to non-human objects.
Okay, very good, Joy. Can you give an example? Joy?
Yes, ma'am.
Can you give an example of personification?
The flower is dancing.
Very good, Joy. Can you give the definition of hyperbole?
Hyperbole is a figure of speech in which exaggeration is used for size or effect and extravagant statement.
Okay, so can you give an example of hyperbole?
I'm so hungry and I can eat more.
Okay, so very good, Joy Joy. Can you give the description also about the consonants? Joy Joy.
Consonants, their repetition are identical or similar vowel sounds in neighboring words, as in fish, chips, and bagman.
Okay, so how about the synecdoche?
Synecdoche, pronounced synecdoche, is a part of something is used to represent the whole.
Okay, so very good. Can you give an example of synecdoche?
10 pesos per head.
Okay, so very good. I think you have understand our topic. So that's all for today, Joy Joy. Goodbye, Joy Joy. Thank you.
Okay, teacher, thank you.
Bye-bye.